Happy mortgage market and you. I'm Chris Bettis from Fluent Mortgage. Market fluently. So I call this printing a trillion more, unrealized gain, $625,000 love, and found the floor. All right, realtors, unrealized gain. This is a big one for you. This is all about real estate. This is all about capital gains and unrealized gain, taxing potential equity that's not even there yet today. So if you're a realtor, you got to get on this topic. Get with NAR. This is not cool. This is not okay. Please learn about it, okay? So I'm prepping you in case you haven't heard about it. The next thing, printing $1 trillion more. So we just signed into law the Infrastructure Investment and Jobs Act, started by our very own Peter DeFazio out of Eugene. It's law now. Common sense, and you and I both know, right? Supply and demand. When you print $1 trillion, not an M, not a B, $1 trillion of more money, supply and demand, your dollar's worth less today than it was yesterday, right? Not only do you and I know this with common sense, we'll go to the act real quick. Here you are, the 2,700 page act. Here's a copy of it with the link to the bill. However, prior to being passed, the National Bureau of Economic Research gave their white paper saying, not politics, economics, right? Because I know some people get a little sensitive if you're on the right or the left or whatever. This is money. This is not politics. We knew, though, based on the report, based on the way they're going to implement, was going to harm us today, for sure cause hyperinflation, do very little stimulus and investment today for a better future. Now, I personally support tightening your belt to let your kids have a better future in life, right? That's what we're supposed to do. However, you got to pick a path, because there's been nothing economically says be smart tomorrow. We're going to do today, right? Everything's been for the sake of today. We're going to bless today. Tomorrow's going to be worse. So right now, we now just did something that's polar opposite. This would be like being in your car and smashing the brake and the gas pedal at the same time. You're probably going to destroy your vehicle. So again, not politics, but economics. It's bipolar, it's schizophrenic, it's strange, and it is going to harm us. So pick a path, whichever way, and let's go. But that's at least what we just passed, right? Now, to good news. We'll turn to mortgage for the light, happy stuff for the day, right? New conforming loan limits. So, what was it last year or this year, 2021? Another weird number, right? $548,250. The good news, it's way up and it's an easy number. $625,000. We've never seen percentage-wise a jump like this since 2006. So 2006 into 2007, right before the meltdown of 2008, we saw this meteoric jump. We're seeing it again this year. The biggest jump we've ever seen, $80,000. Now, reminder, realtors, you may have even never heard this. Conforming loan limits, the best rates in market, the easiest loans, right? The smoothest path to the finish line. That's for one unit. If you say 2 units, 3 units, 4 units, that 625 continues to go up. You'll be over $1 million is what I guess and suspect if you hit a 4 unit. Great news there. Again, we don't have the official word for VA yet, but most lenders, like Caliber as an example, they're already using that today. All right, last bit of good news. Remember, we've been talking about where's the floor? I can't find my floor, right? We found it, which is great news at the beginning of last week, really the end of the week previously. And just like we expected, we hit this nice V, okay? Great rebound in rates. By the way, rates are insane. Go to the website, fluentmtg.com, just to see how amazing they are today. I'm not gonna tell you, you gotta go to the site. They're insane. In my opinion though, it feels like, except for the reports, we're at the top. We're at an artificial ceiling, right? So we're gonna bounce between. So right now, we're seeing gain, but as a lender, I've got my finger on that lock button because it's gonna be volatile. So here's this V that we're talking about, right? So here's where we sounded the alarm. Everybody said, oh, it's the bottom of the floor. No, we knew it. Dude, where's my floor? Here it is. And we should be at a natural artificial ceiling. However, this, one of the busiest, most important weeks we're gonna see from a report standpoint. Twice a year, there's a huge speech today from the feds. What are they going to do? We already know they're going to slow the bond buying process. It's supposed to start this month. Exactly how much. But more importantly, how soon are they raising prime? How soon are they going to try and stop inflation, right? And speaking of inflation, right, a trillion with a T, Fed chair announcement, PPI, CPI, like inflation. This whole week's about inflation. And then finally at the end of the week, how do you feel? Consumer sentiment is just a warm and fuzzy thing that talks about the future. How are you feeling based on how you feel affects the stock market and then bonds? All right, guys, Chris Bettis, Fluent Mortgage. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share. Most importantly, take advantage of this market. Rates are insane. Make your offer. Buy that house refinance. Today's the day. See you next week.